The secret to the best tacos might not be what you expected. We're gonna take bò kho, a traditional Vietnamese beef stew, turn it into a burrito taco. Do you think Vietnamese flavors are gonna fit with Mexican style cuisine? Let's find out. This is Cook in the Comments. If you've never seen the show before, in this show, you give us suggestions for new dishes, and at the end of the stream, we all vote on it and we figure out what the next episode is gonna be. On a previous episode, in fact, on every single previous episode, finally, bò kho burrito tacos has won the vote. Let's get started. So for the beef, it's not easy to source beef here. It really isn't, especially if you're not going to some import store. I felt like the best thing I saw was beef brisket. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna sear the beef heavy. I'm not even concerned about seasoning of it right now. I'm just gonna start searing, get color. And I bet you this is gonna spit a lot, so be careful, Tree. And then we're gonna remove the beef, fry our aromatics and vegetables, puree that, and then cook that together with the beef again. I'll show you in a second. Like for me, a burrito taco is not something I grew up with, not something I really ate. So I had to do some research on this. I think we're gonna present something that is appropriate for the challenge we've been given. While this pan is gonna get hot, I'm gonna start prepping my initial vegetables. Let's peel a carrot with a knife. This is my favorite task. Yes, Fantastics, the burrito taco is happening. Daikon radish is not typical for bò kho at all. I can't tell you why I grabbed it. I just did. It felt right. All this stuff is gonna get blended, so I don't care about the evenness of the size. I just wanna cut it thin to make it cook fast. Burrito is a rich, flavorful, and tender Mexican stew originating from Jalisco. Traditionally made from goat, beef, or lamb, marinated in dried chilies, herbs, and spices. It's kind of like what I always do. It's like, it's gonna be presented in a burrito taco format, but the flavor's of bò kho. So we're not sticking with the dried chilies. We're gonna use the beef and we're gonna use the bò kho flavor. I have a half a ginger. I'm gonna start frying that. Lemongrass, I'm gonna start frying. Now I'm gonna pull out the beef. Ow, spit at me. I'm doing onions. I got little shallots. I'm just gonna throw these in whole, I don't care. And I got some chopped garlic that I found at a discount at the supermarket today, so I bought it. 50% off, pre-chopped. We're gonna keep this going, and we wanna get to the point where the vegetables are getting soft. I have some 5-spice powder. I'm gonna throw this in now. I'm gonna be overly cautious, and I just wanna get this powder in here, fry it a little bit, make it aromatic, and then I'm gonna add moisture very quickly to this so we don't burn the garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna add the tomato now. That's gonna give us moisture. We're gonna bang this coconut out, open this thing up. And to me, bò kho flavor basically is coconut water, carrot, 5-spice, and then herbs. So that's gonna be the base of our stew that we got going here.
Smells exactly like bò kho.
Smells exactly like bò kho?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's a good sign if we smell exactly like bò kho. I'm trying to just do this as quick as I can, so I got the heat ripping. But anytime you got the heat ripping, we have a high risk of burning. So we're gonna cook this down for a couple more minutes.
What is your experience with Mexican cuisine?
Minimal. I mean, I've eaten some. I liked what I've eaten. I've worked with a lot of Mexican cooks in the kitchens. So especially when I worked at restaurant Danielle, there was a lot of Mexicans in the prep area. So they would take me in the break room and they would cook their own separate family meal, and I got to eat their family meal. So that was pretty cool. And I did have some really good stuff. And I definitely pushed my chili palate. And that was the first time I learned how to make salsas. The first time I saw that, I was like, this is really cool technique. I thought it was crazy at first, but it was delicious. And it made you tough. That was a hard kitchen. That was a very hard kitchen to work in. And I found my annatto seed powder. How exciting, I found it. So let's do a little bit. Usually for the bò kho, you would use annatto seed oil to fry the beef in. And this just gives a nice color, a little bit of flavor. The flavor is subtle. It's something, but it's subtle. I'm gonna take out the lemongrass and the ginger. And we are gonna ask our little hand blender, who is not designed to do what we're asking him to do, to blend this up well. We'll see. So I'm gonna try to blend this as well as possible. It is not gonna be as smooth as I want, that's for sure. This blender's only gonna go so far. I'm just gonna take what I can get out of it in terms of the actual fineness of the puree, and then we'll strain it back into that pan when Tree gets its back. Anytime we're pushing a liquid or a puree through a strainer, it's always good to use a ladle. It's faster with the ladle. So I know you might be reaching for a spatula right away, but the rounded bottle of the ladle, it's just a faster process. And we're doing pretty good. So now this becomes like our braising liquid. The meat and the lemongrass is back in the pot. Let's season this with a little bit of fish sauce. I got some M to the S to the G. We'll do some of that. We'll throw the lid on, keep it on low heat, and get this braising. So this is gonna cook for probably about 8-9 hours. So if you guys just wanna get a coffee, maybe grab like a little turkey and cheese sandwich, and we can kind of chit chat for a while. I'm joking because I made one yesterday and here we go. I really did cook for 8 hours yesterday. Exactly the same portion, exactly the same quantity. The only thing that's different about this one is I pureed it in a blender, so it's gonna be a little bit thicker, and the meat, I cubed it. It's really all about the beef. We'll do a little bit of sugar in here. Because it has the coconut water in there, I don't want to over season with sweetness, so I just want to make sure I wait until the end before I season with sugar. And now I'm ready. Anyway, let's move on with the tacos now. So I made a dough, which is basically my standard bagel recipe I've been making lately. And I was like, let me see if I can just make a flatbread with that. But when I got to the studio, I did have masa, which is just the cornmeal. So we're gonna have both styles. We're gonna have corn and flour. I don't have a tortilla press right now, so we're gonna have to get creative, make it work. I'm hyper curious about the flour ones. I just wanna know about that texture, but we'll do the corn first. This is easier than rolling it, but even if you have a tortilla press, it's even easier. The tortilla press is amazing. They're just expensive. Little small guy, but we'll just get this pan hot. All right, let's get the next one working as that one's going. Okay, that's a better size. Tortillas look good, they're a little thick, honestly, so I'm trying to push them down and make them thinner. If you've never made tortillas before, they're freaking easy to make. They are. They're really good too. They're way better than buying them store-bought. Way better when you make them fresh. They do take a little bit of time, but they're pretty easy. And as I pop these out, I'm throwing them into a pan with a towel on the bottom and just keep them covered with another clean towel on top. Keep them from drying out. They're kind of dry when you pull them out of the stove. And then once you cover it, there's still residual heat and they steam and then they will soften up and get more pliable. You can kind of see it's kind of crackly on the top. It's a little bit dry, but the ones that are on the bottom that have been sitting, they should be softer. Yeah, softer, much more flexible. I'm very curious about this flour. Let's try. Put a little oil down, see if we can get a nice flat. Okay, this is almost like a naan bread. I was just curious, but I think I just need to make this super, super flat for this to work out. And there is sourdough in this flour mix, so there is some leavening to it. So it is puffing up. Okay, now we're talking. This is the thinness. But this is what we need to do. I like the texture here. It's gonna crisp up nicely. That's a good thickness. Now we are cooking. I think the flour, I'm very happy with the flour tortilla. Well, it's not really a tortilla, but it's a flatbread. And I'm very happy with the corn tortilla too. Let's take care of our meat. I'm gonna take out the chunks of beef and we're gonna start chopping this up. One of the very unique characteristics about this barilla style taco is this kind of dipping sauce you get on the side. So I just want to thin this soup out a little bit and make this more soupy, consomme-like. You don't chop barilla, you shred it. Well, we chop it right now, buddy. I gotta move forward. And honestly, the beef that I'm buying here is very tough. Vietnamese beef is tough. Like every time I think, oh, I'll just braise it long enough and it'll be tender. Nah, it's a different cut, baby. Flavorful, not unbelievably tender, I'll say that. But it's pretty good. I like it. Oh my goodness! Look at all these people popping in here. It is the Vietnamese Viking, the Liam Ragnar Kubanoff. We also have the Queen of Cute herself, Miss Jade Ha Kubanoff. Oh my God, is it not the most beautiful woman in Vietnam? And I told you my wife smelled this thing the other day and said she's coming. So we got the kids. Honey, there's something I wanted to present you with, and it is a CKSK golden ticket. You have been presented with a CKSK golden ticket. You are the second recipient of the CKSK golden ticket. You are welcome anytime in this studio space. Yes, you're welcome. Oh my God, what an honor. And just like Fred, there was the birth of his daughter, and then there was the CKSK golden ticket. I'm sure with my wife it's the same. There's Tree, Liam, and Jade, and then there's the CKSK golden ticket at the top. Best moment of your life?
And Chad.
Oh my God, oh that's pretty good. Oh, she got me there. Let's season this soup to the level that feels correct. Okay, so I put a little bit of lemongrass into the consomme. Fish sauce in there, a little bit more sugar. So we have the broth, we have the meat, we have our tortillas, and then we need to make our oil. I'm gonna make a specialty oil to dip our tortillas in. I'm gonna use garlic oil. I'm gonna use annatto seed oil. And I'm gonna use shallot oil, because this is like my signature, kind of. Little combination of all my favorite oils. One of the garnishes for the barilla taco is going to be raw onion diced. So we're gonna do a combination of raw onion, shallot, and green onion. A little onion trio as our crunchy raw component for this. And I mean, how could you not be excited about that little spread there? And then to finish it would be Thai basil and cilantro. I don't think it's gonna taste like bok kho if we don't have the Thai basil and cilantro in there. So I wanna make sure that that's happening. Okay, we are ready. We're ready. Yes, we're ready. Okay, great. We're gonna dip the tortilla in the fat, and then we're gonna put it down. We're gonna take cheese, put it in here. Here's the move. We're gonna take this tortilla, put it on top of this tortilla, and we're gonna let that melt. I'll fry that and we'll get the next one going too. This is a big part of the thing, is you dip it in the cooking liquid, you fry it, trying to get them crispy on both sides, and we're melting that cheese out. JD, okay, I'm gonna put some of the soup in here. Do you wanna help me put the garnishes inside? Very nice job, I loved it. Really good. You can put some of the cilantro inside, some Thai basil in there. Can you do that? Yep, you can even do a little bit more. Great. Do you want to squirt some lime in there? Great. And you could do the other one the same way. Okay, while she's doing that, we're gonna take these. We're gonna peel them apart, like that. We're gonna put some meat inside.
Cheese is beautiful.
Cheese is beautiful.
Cheese.
Meat inside. You like it? We're gonna take some of the onion mix. You wanna do it? Oh, nice job, JD. Okay, you guys can try it here. Honey, you wanna help JD out? Yep, that's it, and then you dip it in the soup.
Did you have to dip in the sauce? It's better.
You guys have any comments on your taco?
Amazing.
Really?
Amazing.
I like it.
You like it? Are you guys ready to give it a point?
Very baccarat flavor.
Very ball call flavor? That's good to hear. That's definitely the goal. While these are going, I'll get the flour one going. Let's try to get it even a little bit more fatty, crispy. You got numbers already? Let's cut to the kid cam and see the numbers. 8. JD is at a 700 or a 17. Potentially my favorite score you've ever given anything. Fry it again in the fat after I fold it. Dip it in the consomme before you fry it again. Yo, this is getting complicated. My consomme is like so thick though, I'm afraid it's just gonna burn. It's not like oily. But let's try to do it the way the peeps are telling us. Got me nervous. And I don't argue with the chatters. The chatters know what's up. Okay. So do you guys like this taco a lot? I see your points and everything, but how about compared to other tacos we have at house? This one's better. This one's better than the last one. Way better, he says. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we need to double dip. Who would have thought the chatters would be right? Chatters, I had no doubt. I had no doubt. I had a little doubt. I was worried about it burning. Very interesting technique, this like double dipping and then frying. I wonder, is this somebody kind of was making a simple taco and then accidentally dropped the taco into the liquid and they're like, oh crap. And then they just started frying it to dry it off, ate it, and we're like, holy crap, this is a new dish. Okay, here we go with the 4 tacos, and then I can finally freaking taste it. I want to bite it. Did you give it a number?
9.5.
9.5 from the Viet woman. Holy crap, there she is right there.
All the onions and the salads are here.
Yeah, the green onion,
It's
onion
good.
shell.
I like it. And the beef is tender.
That's exciting. Now I'm even more excited to try it. And I'm just slowly waiting for this young man to finish getting the shot because I'm very curious to taste this. Dip, dip, dip. Try it, Tang. I don't want to tell you what I think until you try it.
Oh my god.
Alright.
The dipping really come into clutch here.
The dipping?
Yeah.
The dipping's cool. It looks pretty close to a birria taco, but it's the flavor is so different. I think that would be the hard part for you to really kind of imagine at home is how unique and different this flavor is because you don't really expect it to have that Viet ball call flavor, but it does.
I don't know about taco, but is it like the soft shell or the...
It should be crispy, but it was sitting there for a while because someone's trying to get a lot of B-roll. So
I wonder who that is.
I have no idea. No idea who
No
it
idea
was.
who that is. I think you like this level of seasoning.
This is a little heavy. I think the stock is seasoned. The soup is seasoned well, but then when I put it in here and cook it more, it reduces down.
Yeah.
So it gets even a little more heavy on the seasoning.
The seasoning is a little bit heavier for me, but it don't bother me that much. So
9.4.
1.4.
What? So many interesting foods you get to try on this show.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This kind of stuff, I always have a little bit of a judgment of, does this taste like the dish it's representing? Does this taste like bal call? I think it really does taste like bal call. So in that way, I'm very pumped about this. I think I succeeded in that fashion, but it's really good. I think I made 5.
8.5?
Yeah. In conclusion, I like this. And in conclusion, I'll let my wife do the goodbye. Anything you want to say?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And we do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Vietnamese time.
Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. into Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. Till next time, see you guys later. Peace.
Thank you.